So now coming to the output parameter itself. First is the operator mode. Here you decide whether you make a test period, a self-test every 1,000 seconds or every 100 seconds. This is just a self-test of the module itself, and this is described in the documentation here. I will not go further into that because that's a pretty complex task or topic, so pretty much we leave that at the factory setting anyway. And to the wire break is pretty important because I'm using that for mostly switching valves on, because this way you can find out on whether the valve is okay or the connection to the valve is okay. And if you have this wire break on and there is actually a problem with the wiring, you will get a according fault message and will not have to go in the field and look for any faults that appear because of a solenoid not switching on and a function not working. And this is also related to the operator mode, with also the wire break here. If you want a wire break with the solenoid or with the output switched off, because then there is a light test. That means with the output switched off, there is a really short time where the output turns on, just to check also on a wire break. Okay, so I guess that's for the parameter, and of course you can set that on each individual channel. And here the I/O addresses, you'll just go ahead and set the start address accordingly. So we're back here in the in the first output module. I just started with 430. That's something you can decide by yourself, and that's pretty much it. What is also worth to be mentioned, this is all about this light and dark test. You can read through that. Like I said, if you look at it, it's a pretty complex topic. Then we go to the application. How are you going to use it? You can use it connected a load per digital output. So you got actually a positive and a negative connection on for each channel. So if you want to run it on the individual channel, you put 24, you hook up the coil to the positive and the negative connection on the according output. And this one is, what's the difference here? Connection of loads per digital output, L plus and M, PM switching mode. What is this? PM switching mode, you can connect two relays using, oh yeah, this is if you want to use a feedback, I guess. Yeah, that's for SIL3 and PLE. So you connect two relays to one output using the machine M negative to the positive and the machine positive to the negative connection, and then get a feedback loop back to an input where you actually check if the relays are switched off. So this will be also a separate topic, because there will be we will have to use a separate software block in order to check on that. So the normally open contact of two relays must be connected in serial. I think that should be a normally closed contact. The figure below. else? What else do they have here? Let's see. Same thing with, yeah, here you got one output using parallel relays. This is the way I normally use it, and also the feedback loop. And yeah, that's, I guess that's pretty much it. What's this one here? This one is, yeah, you connect it to, not to the negative of the output, but to the negative of the machine. So you can also do that. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. The rest is arrow stuff, and this is a later topic. Okay, this is pretty much the parameter setting for the 8-bit output card ProfiSafe from Siemens using TIA Portal V20. Thank you for watching.